Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about Multiverse X. We'll go over the recent price decline that has been brutal to most holders and discuss where I think this might be heading in the future. EGLD has been the token we cover the most in the past year, and we've seen how tough things can be with this one. Technically, we're still down about 94% from the all-time high, which is harsh to say the least, not to mention the fact that this project has constantly been losing its value against Bitcoin. I know it hurts to hear these kind of things, especially as a holder or if you bought higher over the past 18 months, but we have to be truthful and talk about what we have rather than what we wish we had. Over the past 3 weeks, EGLD's price has been in decline, and at this exact moment we are getting very close to the local bottom at $28. This level is where we dropped last time, created a basis as we held it and rallied high, and so another retest of that same level in the upcoming days won't look good at all, as it would increase the chances of us going even lower. The more a level gets tested, the higher the odds of breaking it are, and that's what I believe will happen with our current support. The thing with Multiverse X that you have to realize is that we haven't really had an exciting phase since the top in 2021. While most other projects had decent sized relief rallies where they went up 2x's, 3x's, some even a lot higher, Elrond on the other hand has been correcting every single move up in that exact time span. Every time Elrond goes up, a correction wiping out the entire uptrend follows it, which is not a good sign. It indicates weakness, struggle, constant lack of interest from buyers, and that the downtrend is continuing for much longer. In my opinion, the $28 level will be lost at some point in the future, given the market sentiment and how low this token is trading at. I believe holding this level, with a lack of interest from market makers and the low volume we've been seeing, won't be easy at all, and therefore I expect it to go lower. Looking at the weekly time frame, all I can think of is the bull market support band and how we are still below it. When you are below this band, it's absurd to talk about a bull market or an uptrend. It makes absolutely zero sense, and I've mentioned how we should only turn bullish and perhaps scale if we trend above this band and start closing up high. Since we fell below it at the end of 2021, the beginning of 2022, we haven't seen that happen. Many people keep buying here, then here again and again here, but sadly it keeps going down. And so what I can say is that we can't really talk about going higher unless we first start closing above this indicator. That's the bare minimum, and we've seen how things quickly flip to the other side once that happens. We've seen that with Injective, which has done incredibly well at the start of this year, with Solana too, which has gone up over 300% from its bottom, and many other projects. So keep in mind, you really don't want to be the one constantly buying every dip in an obvious macro downtrend, thinking that this will be over soon just because it's down 90 or 95%. Breaking above this indicator is the first bullish sign you want to be looking for. Now, if we open up the stochastic RSI on this exact time frame, we see a bearish crush, and both lines are starting to fall down, racing towards the downside. This is also another indication that the move down is most likely not over. The last time we saw something similar on this indicator was back in March, and what happened later is Elrond falling from $55 all the way down to its current local bottom at 28 bucks. At the end of last year, the same pattern came into play, with Elrond falling from 65 USD to 34 bucks. So my belief is that the longer the race to the downside between the K and D line is, the lower the prices will go, and therefore I expect us to visit the next level, which is this one. I chose this level because it's an area of interest where we saw a lot of bidding and higher volume in the past. Look, I know it's rough to see your favorite project go down massively, but what can we do about it? If you have a high belief that this will turn itself around and start rallying, go ahead and buy. You're entitled to have your opinion at the end of the day. I certainly don't think this way. I believe lower levels will come into play for this, which is the main reason why I'm not considering adding it to my portfolio. Now, if you look at EGLD BTC chart for a brief moment, which in my opinion is the more important chart, although most of you probably never look at it, we see that we are in a constant fall down too. No relief rallies, no uptrend whatsoever. EGLD has been constantly losing its value against BTC, and that's worrying because at the end of the day, if you buy Elrond, Multiverse X I mean, you want it to outperform Bitcoin. If it doesn't, and even if it goes up against the US dollar, what's the point? What I'd like to see here to get me interesting is a change of trajectory where we flip to the upside, trend again above this area, and start having weekly closes up high. But I honestly don't think it will happen. I think that this thesis of shifting the trajectory of the EGLD BTC chart is a bit far away from the present. So that's about it, everyone. I know you only like it when I'm bullish, but I'm not gonna come in here and tell you that it's all green and rainbows when it's clearly not. I'll be looking for the level we discussed earlier with Elrond, and we'll see how it plays out. Thanks everyone for sticking by till the end. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up, comment down below your thoughts on Multiverse X. Where do you think it's heading? And I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.